People are always surprised when I tell them my age. I'm 37, and I say that not to brag, but I think it's really important information for this video because when people ask me, what do I do for my skin in order to look the way I do at my age? The answer is more complicated than just one miracle product alone, or even 5 products alone. It's about a philosophy. Hey, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all about how to glow from the inside out. If you're into that too, definitely hit subscribe and come join our skincare community. Why use the philosophy of well-aging over anti-aging? Anti-aging implies that the enemy is aging, that there is a battle to be fought and won, and at some point you're going to lose it. Well-aging is different. It's about giving your skin what it needs to be as healthy and strong as it possibly can. It's not about stopping anything. It's about taking care of something. The goal is not to look 25 forever. The goal is to look the healthiest and best that you possibly can at 37, at 45, 55, 65, 75, God willing, 85, right? Aging is a privilege. So today I'm going to share with you not only the 5 skincare products that I swear by, but also the 5 pillars of well-aging that help me build out that skincare routine. If you're so ready, give the video a big thumbs up, play my intro, and let's jump into it. Well-aging pillar number 1, collagen stimulation. This is the Paula's Choice Retinaldehyde Dual Retinoid Treatment. Collagen gives our skin structure, firmness, and plumpness. When you hit your mid-20s, your body becomes a little less efficient at making its own collagen. It kind of slows down that process little by little. Now, this is going to happen over decades. It's not like once you hit 25, when you wake up the next day, like it's all downhill from there. No, not at all. It is a very slow process, but it does mean that it makes sense to build in collagen stimulating ingredients into your skincare routine to help boost up your skin's natural production of collagen. And this is really important because your skin's natural production of collagen is going to create the most meaningful results for not only preventing but also treating fine lines, wrinkles, loss of elasticity, and firmness. So the ingredients that actually communicate to our skin cells and say make more collagen include retinoids, as well as niacinamide 4% and above. That's what you want to look for meaningful collagen stimulation, as well as ingredients like vitamin C. So the Paula's Choice Pro Retinaldehyde Dual Retinoid Treatment is my product of choice. I've been using this now since 2024 and is giving me excellent results. What you may have noticed about the name of this product is it actually does contain 2 retinoids. So we do have retinaldehyde, also sometimes stylized as retinol, and it also includes oleoadapallinate, which is going under the trade name of adapanoid. This is actually a novel precursor to another retinoid, adapalene, and it's specifically known for targeting inflamed congestion and breakouts inside of the pore lining. Retinoids, generally speaking, do help to stimulate collagen. They do also help to address breakouts because they can help to exfoliate the skin and help to reduce inflammation. Certain retinoids, like I talked about, can actually help to target that a little bit more meaningfully, but retinoids also brighten up your skin. I personally am prone to congestion, to inflammation, and to some pimples. That alone is one of my major skin concerns, right? But when I do get an inflamed pimple on my skin, once it goes down, I'm often left with a dark mark, hyperpigmentation, or post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Now, those dark marks last a lot longer than a pimple. They can take like weeks to months to fade. And this was my main struggle in my early 30s is I would have a lot of breakouts that I would get under control. I would work to fade the hyperpigmentation, which was making my skin look very uneven. And then once that would get under control, it's like I would go through another cycle of breakouts, which would just repeat the process. And it felt like this never ending cycle of fighting acne, then fighting hyperpigmentation. This product really broke that cycle for me because it really meaningfully helped to clear out my skin. Once I cleared out my skin really meaningfully, right, and stopped that cycle of the breakouts, it actually stopped the cycle of the hyperpigmentation. So once I brightened up my skin, it stayed bright overall. I really like when products can kind of multitask and hit a lot of my skincare goals in one bottle, and this one really does. Like I said, I have been using this since 2024 consistently. I have not stopped. Pillar number 2, daily collagen support. Now, my ingredient of choice for this is peptides, and my favorite product is the Geek and Gorgeous Power Peptide Serum. So I think it's really important to find a daily driver that stimulates collagen or supports collagen outside of your more aggressive collagen stimulating ingredient, right? I talked about, retinoids, I talked about vitamin C, I talked about higher percentages of niacinamide. You may not be able to tolerate those every single day. And in fact, many of these ingredients are not recommended to use morning and nighttime every single day of the week, right? That is a recipe for disaster with your skin barrier. So I really do like to find, like I said, collagen supporting ingredients or, a daily collagen driver for the rest of your skincare routine. Paula's Choice, using that 3 to maybe 6 nights a week, but I've got all those mornings and I've got all those other days in between. And so I would be slotting in a serum or a treatment product like this. It's incredibly gentle. It's not a aggressive active. It is not a chemical exfoliant. It is something you can use morning and nighttime without stimulating your skin, no matter if you have very sensitive skin or not very sensitive skin. It's just a smart choice. Now, I really like the Geek and Gorgeous Power Peptide Serum, and I will tell you, I've tried a lot of peptides throughout the years. This is the one that I keep coming back to time and time again because it's the one that actually meaningfully shows me results for firming and lifting skin. You can see it, you can feel it underneath your fingertips. This is a community favorite as well. So many of you have reported back to me, you said you bought the serum on my suggestion and you're feeling those same results. It is meaningfully firming your skin. This stuff works and it's incredibly affordable. So they're using Matrixyl 3000 at 3% as well as Matrixyl Synth 6 at 2%, and we have Tegopep 417 at 4%. All of these peptides help to reduce wrinkle depth. They support the major components of the skin matrix, including collagen types 1, 3, and 4. And one more peptide worth noting in the ingredients list, X50 Anti-Aging. It's actually a duo of peptides. Copper palmitoyl heptapeptide 14 is a copper peptide that helps to stimulate collagen production. Heptapeptide 15 palmitate is actually a targeting peptide that helps to carry the copper peptide to the fibroblast receptor, and that is where the collagen production happens. They've balanced everything out really meaningfully with the right amount of peptides, the right mix of peptides, with the right budget for the serum, and it creates something that has been a daily driver for me for many years, and it really does meaningfully help to firm up the skin. Pillar number 3, cellular rejuvenation. Now there's a lot of ingredients that fall under this, but I've personally really been enjoying PDRN. This is the Dr. Reju-All Advanced PDRN Rejuvenating Cream, and this is all about working at the cellular level, not just on the surface of the skin. Now I've been using PDRN products since the later half of 2024, and I've really tried quite a bit of them. You can check out some of my reviews. Not all of them are very good. Just the word PDRN does not necessarily mean that you're getting meaningful well-aging benefits, but I do have some products that I have used very long-term and have enjoyed the benefits of. PDRN stands for polydeoxide ribonucleotide. It's a DNA fragment that's derived traditionally from salmon, and it works at the cellular level to help your skin's repair process function more efficiently. Now remember how I said that our natural collagen production starts to become less efficient in our mid-20s, and it's a slow decline over decades. But there's other processes in our body that slow down that efficiency as well. It's not just collagen, but also natural peptide production as well as natural hyaluronic acid, all the things that keep our skin looking rejuvenated, refreshed, able to bounce back a little bit faster, right? All the things that contribute to youthful looking skin. That's what's happening at the cellular level in our body. It's slow, but it is occurring. So PDRN is one of those ingredients that helps to re-energize the skin cells. And so it actually helps to result in skin that looks more refreshed, rejuvenated, healthier, glowier, lit from within. It's very, very subtle. kind of an ingredient. And I think this is part of the reason why some people give up on the ingredient very quickly, especially in topical skincare. It can take a really long time to start to see how it's benefiting your skin. There's a lot of garbage formulations out there though too, to be completely honest with you. Not all PDRN products are made the same, but I have found, the ones that I really like, and there's a few out there that I've liked throughout the years, but the ones that I have found to be very good are showing some meaningful skin quality results, skin refreshed results, just better skin days overall, really helping to make my skin look healthier, bouncier, fresher. I personally find that that is really one of the pillars of more youthful looking skin, right? It's not just about tight skin or lifted skin. It's about, what did I say earlier? Healthy skin. So PDRN is one of those ingredients that's subtle, but can help to support that healthy look for your skin. The PDRN cream from Dr. Reju-All, I've been using this now for just about 8 months, and I have really enjoyed it. I've emptied quite a few of these tubes now, and I really do notice that really great refreshed look to my skin. The PDRN in this particular product is derived from salmon DNA. And this is, it's called a cream. It is marketed as something you could use as a very lightweight gel moisturizer. However, it is also marketed as a treatment serum product. It could go either way. And so I personally use this as a serum. It is a plumping gel texture that sinks really beautifully into the skin. It has a hydrating quality to it. And it actually, because of that little bit of a plumping gel texture, actually does just give your skin a little bit more of that bounciness right on application just from the texture alone, which I really enjoy. But it sinks in really beautifully, no stickiness, no tackiness, no weird greasiness or surface strangeness at the top. It functions really gorgeously as a serum. I suspect most people would use this as a serum. While aging pillar number 4, exfoliation. This is the Dr. Idriss Major Fade Flash Mask. Now, exfoliation is something that I think gets misused and overused in the skincare world, and I personally have over exfoliated my skin in the past. So I try to be very careful about how I'm personally using exfoliation because I do have sensitive skin, as I've mentioned, and I am using a pretty aggressive retinaldehyde product that is helping to address texture and acne and inflammation for me, as well as some brightening, right? So I don't need to build right alongside of that retinoid a very aggressive chemical exfoliation routine. And that is just me being very honest about what my skin actually needs and not just falling into rules, generic rules that people put out there about what you're supposed to be doing. I choose a glycolic acid, an AHA chemical exfoliant that I can use once a week. I really like this mask from Dr. Idriss because it uses 15% of glycolic acid as well as 3% of lactic acid. This is essentially getting us into a mini peel territory with these percentages. These are no joke percentages, but I actually like this product for the delivery system. It is a wash-off mask, and that means that I can tailor my mini peel experience once a week by the time that I leave this on my skin. So if I know that my skin is just feeling it a little bit, it's feeling a little bit more sensitive than usual, I will leave this on my skin for maybe 7 minutes and wash it off. My normal amount of time that I use this for me personally is about 10 minutes. I'll set a timer and be very strict about that because the longer I leave it on the skin, the more prone I am to it irritating my skin. I believe that the directions say up to 15 minutes is the maximum amount of time that you're going to want to leave something like this on your face. I use other leave-on products that use a higher percentage of AHA, and those are also very nice, but I just like the amount of control that I can have with a wash-off product. And I really like having a product in my routine that can kind of give me a little bit of that pick me up sort of instant result. When you're maybe not just feeling your best, or maybe your skin is looking a little bit dull from some other stuff, you can use a mask like this, wash it off in 10 minutes and instantly feel a little bit better. And pillar number 5, prevention with sun protection. Now this one's a no-brainer, right? We know to wear our sunscreen every single day. Just wear the dang thing. We know that the sun speeds up aging in the skin. It's actually the #1 way to speed up the aging process. I just spent this whole video talking about ways to slow it down. If you're not wearing sunscreen, just don't even bother. Honestly, if you're not protecting your skin from the sun, but you want to engage in all this other stuff, it's just going to be an uphill battle where you're going to take 2 steps forward and then you're going to take like 3 to 4 steps back every time you don't wear sunscreen. The UV emitted from the sun creates inflammation in your skin. That inflammation really destroys the collagen structure, really destroys the elastin in your skin, leading to the increase of fine lines, wrinkles, loss of elasticity, loss of firmness. Not only that, but that inflammation can also create a melanin response in the skin, and that's where we start to get sun damage, the pigmentation marks on the skin that are incredibly difficult to fade. It can also mess with things like texture as well, and it just generally does not make your skin look fresh, youthful, rejuvenated, none of those things, right? And that damage accumulates over our lifetime. It accumulates over a longer period of time. And so the sooner we start that daily sunscreen habit, the more prevention we're going to get. But it doesn't really matter where you're at in your well-aging journey. The first best time to start, right, was when you're really young, of course, but not all of us do that. I'll tell you, I didn't start wearing daily sunscreen until I was in my mid to late 20s, truly. I've got all those early years of accumulated, damage from the sun. It's okay. The second best time to start, right? You start now. Today, just start today. It's okay. Forgive your past self. Carry on now that you know. Do it now. You're all good. Some prevention is going to be better than no prevention at all. I would recommend checking out some of my reviews here on my channel. I'm not going to talk about one specific product because once you really get into sunscreen, you realize like not one product's going to do it for every situation. But really the best one for you is the one that you want to wear every single day. Truly. And I just want to emphasize to you that not one of these products is a miracle product by any means. For me, it's all about how these products work together for my skin. For me, it's about being able to build the consistency with this routine that has carried me over weeks, months, years, right? So I don't credit just one product alone. It's how everything works together to build a routine that helps me to look the way that I do now at 37 and will help me to age well and gracefully as I turn 38, 39, 40 and onwards, right? So I hope that you enjoyed this video and I hope that you learned some helpful philosophies and methods for building your own well-aging routine. If you want to check out the products that I talked about in today's video, I do have links here on screen for shopping. They are a bit US centric on YouTube, right? So I actually have more places to shop, including many international links in the pinned comment below. So definitely check that out if you want to check out some more places to buy these products or look into them a little bit more. And while you're in the comments, let me know what is the one method or product that you swear by for well aging or anti-aging, whatever your philosophy is, right? Let us all know in the comments below. And if this video helped you out, please hit subscribe and come join our skincare community. I love you so, so much. I just want to encourage you to keep shining your bright, beautiful inner glow out into the world, right? I think that's another part of well aging too, is becoming a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more confident in your skin and letting that show out a little bit more into the world. Don't hide yourself. Don't hide your inner glow, right? Glow from the inside out. I love you so much. We need you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.